Guys, welcome back to a new video. I am doing a new revamp of my Room So Detailed Entity Guide because my voice is being blocked by all of the noise. My Roblox volume is on mute, so that, yeah, if you guys want to hear the sound, go play the other one. And yeah, this game recently released Tall Man and Nerd Man. And I think they also released the new version of A225. Man, this guy's still looking progress. Yeah. Once all of these guys, or like a lot of these guys get released, I'm going to do another tutorial. First one is Happy Man. He's peaceful. By the way, I'm using these to draw my brothers here. Yeah. I don't know why he said that voice. Next up is Glee, a better version of Happy Man. He warns you about entities. Yeah, by the way, these two Happy Man variants, these one is loud. Next up, we got our first hostile entity, A1. He hits you, he does some damage. His despawn is going into the floor. A25, the first guy to rebound. He rebounds 1.5 times and then despawns. Sort of like A35 from Intonable Rooms. Next up is A45. Basically acts like a speedy up version of A10. Once he reaches the current door, he hits it and it despawns. I cannot play right now. Next up is A60. Rooms So Detailed version, not Intonable Rooms. He stays at the door for a little bit, then breaks the door and then despawns. Next up is A75. The first guy to have aim script. He rebounds back to people who aren't hiding. His despawn is that. Next up is our first checker, A105. I'm gonna be using this. He checks lockers. Yeah, I'm not gonna be doing all of them. His despawn is him going to the ground. There's a silly goober. Next up, we got our first summoner, A120. He spawns through a portal. This is his despawn. It's really loud, but luckily my volume's on mute. That's his despawn. That means he spawned in an entity. He spawns entities that is above his number, but he cannot spawn in clones or the variant or any removed entities. So yeah, next up is A150. He's a cloner. He can spawn Saw 150 to total up 150. Next up, we got a guy that got my video copyrighted, but I just got the credits. Which is A183. He uses the Nom 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 song, placing the radio. You know, like the Nom 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 song. That goes on for 1 minute and 1 second, or 1 minute and 2 seconds, or more. I don't know. Good, my mic is working. Next up is the next guy to have aim script, A200. He has a wheeze. His despawn is him disappearing. By the way, the radio can short circuit at any point in time. Next up is A225. His old mechanic used to just be him rebounding, but now he ambushes you until you find him. I don't know, that's what the wiki said. That's his despawn. Next up is our next clone. Yeah, it's A250. He spawns M250s. Next up is A275. A332 ripoff from Intonable Rooms, but rebounds a lot more, and he doesn't have aim script. Next up is another cloner, A300. He spawns in CV300s. By the way, the M250s and the A150 minions do not check anything but the CV300s. One of them checks tables, one of them bounces, and one of them acts like A1. I'm gonna be doing the clones later. The next variants are C1. He basically does more damage than A1 and is faster. Next one is CB1. He spawns in the middle of the room this time and can actually, like, if you are not behind him or in a hiding spot, he targets you. So his despawn is him going into the floor like A1 and all the others. Well, a lot of the others. Next up is SN1. They recently added recently added A1 variant. He just spins around the room. He takes a very long time to despawn. Next up is our first C variant. Well, next if you want to count C1. It's C25. He rebounds 1.5 to 2.5 times. Next up is C45, a faster version of A45 and it hits the door. Yeah. Next up is C60, an X60 ripoff from Interminable Room. Yeah, literally, his despawn is literally him going into the ground like X60 from Interminable Rooms. He doesn't break the door like his normal counterpart, though. Next up is Shortman, aka Deadman. Yeah, he just sits around the room, does not move at all. He makes fly noises. His disappear is just him fading away. Joyful Man. He says peaceful things. He has the same despawn as Short Man. Big Man eats lockers. Well, I can't show you it right now, but maybe I'll show it later in the vid. Next up is Tall Man. By the way, all these new Happy Man variants minus Glee have the same despawn as Short Man. Tall Man insults you. Well, except for the I am so tall and I am short and I am tall man. If he says you are a shorty, a sad face will pop up on your screen, and you will get slowness and get damaged a lot. Next up is Nerd Man. He grabs you. He says like, answer this. Yes, he's in.
By the way, Tall Man can also
and
make you sad if he says, "Why are you so short?"
And he will give you a random math question like 2 plus 2. If you answer correctly, he'll let you go. Yeah. We'll be moving on to removed entities. A240. He used to just like stay 10 rooms away and just spawn in his clones, which is this. All his clones just go over to the door and then despawn. Next up, we got a buffed up version of A200. His ambience is super loud. I was predicting that he may have rebounded, but my mother was also predicting that he may have checked lockers, but it may be both. Also, Room Slow Detail devs, if you are looking at this, please make a version where you can like actually go back in time, like just like Internal Rooms Decoded, which is coming soon.
Yeah.
So that you can go back to old things, you know, like before B section was a thing, before before like when A220 was still a thing, before.
Fun fact, guys, I played on my Room Slow Detail when C105 was still in game. And
yeah, you were just joking.
No, I'm not joking. I'm not joking at all.
Next up is Happy 150, aka an inappropriate name 150. Yeah. He's just there. Next up is the most fastest entity in A section, FO300. He was removed for being way too useless. By the way, this guy with A240 and its minions were removed for being a A250 clone. A220 was being removed for A200 clone, and Happy 150 is removed for having an inappropriate name. FO300 is removed for being useless. By the way, we're doing BB5 after when we're in the B section. C105. Bro, you can just take a wild guess of why he's removed. Yeah, he used to just rebound. I mean, you guys already probably know why he's removed.
Yeah, he was just a recolor of
He was just a recolor of A150. Next
No,
up is the
I
old
think
A183, aka A140. He is so fast. By the way, I meant to say A105. By the way, I meant to say A105. Sorry, the ice cream right there. My brother was interrupting me. Anyways, this is the oldest A183, aka A140. They should include the other old A183 so I can showcase them. Anyways, yeah. Next up is B section. I wish I can cut. Can I cut my video? Nope. I need to use the bathroom. Back, my brother was trying to entertain you guys. Anyways, next is B5. He epic. He's getting a redesign in the future where he hurts you. Next up is B15. There used to be a glitch where if you touch him, he just crashes your game. But basically what he does is he chucks one locker and then it breaks. Yeah, there used to be a thing where, you know, he checks all of the lockers and then like, you know, they get all destroyed. I should use the lobby. See an example? See, look at that, they all get destroyed. Yeah, there's no blue lockers in B section, so he cannot break them. Yeah. Next up is B25. It's actually really good version of A25. Alright, he goes, hits the door, but he speeds up over time. He rebounds about like 2 to 3 times, I think. Once he does, after all of his rebounds, he goes to the door and then despawns. I would do B40, but he's still work in progress. Next up is B55, a E200 clone. Yes, he's the next one to have a aim script. He spawns in with the same thing as a E200 from interminable rooms. I cannot speak. From interminable rooms. If he sees you get out, then he will chase after you. His despawn is the same thing as E200. Next up is B60, a beeping X60 and A60 clone from interminable rooms. He basically just stands there and acts like X and C60. Yeah, they don't do his animation. I would do B120, but he isn't here yet. Next up is B140, the second fastest entity. B200 is. What he does is he splits into the Mob 1 and Mob 2, which I will do later. Next up is B170. He's like A105, but he checks lockers fast. And I don't think he rebounds. If he does, tell me. Next up is, oh my god, I forgot this guy despawned so long. This guy right here, B200. He spawns at the door. He goes. He has aim script. He despawns when everybody is hiding. But the thing is, he speeds up infinitely. So that means that makes him the most fastest entity in the game. Once everybody despawns, he goes smaller and small. Since I do not want you guys to die of boredom, I'm gonna move on to the next entity, B270. Sort of an A350 clone and V50 clone from Interminable Rooms, but he's so fast. Not faster than V200, of course. He moves by the thump noise. Oh my god, he's so fast! I think he might be the fastest entity in the B section. Never mind, it's B200. That's stupid. Next is B300. He's the final entity you can encounter in the B section if you do not count the clones. Oh yeah, he goes to the clone room and then despawns. Time for the... Oh my god, I totally forgot about the clones over here. I'm doing that later after the B section clones. Anyways, next is Mob 1. He highlights things with his greenness. Let me check if I can do that in the look. What the heck? What is happening? What just happened? That was oh god, my character. Can I go down now? I am resetting my character. I don't know what just happened. Is that a glitch? Oh yeah, that didn't light up. Oh yeah. Mob 1 lights up hiding spots and like lights up lockers and then checks them. So do not hide in the lockers that are lighted up. Do not hide in tables that are lighted up by Mob 2. How do we look at the little goobers? Yeah. He checks tables. Oh yeah. Oh wait, never mind. Next up is B300. He explodes. He damages you. I'm gonna spawn in one clone. Oh, and look. He explodes sometimes. His disappears that. And next up is the A100 clones. First is CV300. This is what he does. This is one of him. This is the other one. And this is the other one. Yeah, this is how slow he is. They don't all despawn. They don't despawn until they reach the lobby. All of the A150s are basically useless except for the I-150, which screams so loud that he hurts your eardrums and causes screen shake. Next up is A250, and his clones are so evil that they literally despawn when they reach the lobby. So you can get like 2 A250s, and all you can see, like, once like one of your friends is at the lobby, they see like 5,000 M250s at the lobby. If I was your friend right there, I would be like, what the help? Yeah, that's all of them. Yeah. Oh yeah, this guy explodes. I'm gonna do that in the future. Next up is G-26. The next one to have aim script. I'm not sure who else has aim script. Yep. His spawn and despawn are kind of similar to B-55s and E-200s from Interminable Rooms. Oh yeah, I hope you just saw that stream sprite. That looks sick. Next up is G-55. He goes in to the current room and checks all of the lockers. And after that, he rushes back to despawn and then spawn, and then he despawns. Ugh, can't speak. Next up is G60, another G-section clone, or another A60 clone, but this one is different. He stays at the door. He used to just stand behind the door to fake his despawn, but since he got a new phone, he now stays at the door and rebounds back to spawn, and then despawns. Next up is G88. He has red. He goes. He despawns. He has a pink, which takes longer to despawn. He has a yellow, which rebounds. I think. Yeah. I sort of want to rush this. Next up is G122. If it says hide in table, you gotta believe him, because he goes and despawns, and all of his clones come and just go everywhere, and they check lockers. Next up is G159. He can tell you to not hide in tables or lockers. If it says something like this, don't hide in tables. You must hide in a locker, or else he will murder you, or oof you. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not gonna be doing the locker one. Next up is G200, an A90 clone from Doors. G250, he has a very loud spawn. He goes and he rebounds, I think, and then despawns. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about BB5. BB5 was a cute version of a B5, but then it got removed because it was too adorable, because it used to be a scaredy game. And now, it used to be added here in the Crusher, and once somebody presses like a button, what the heck? Jumbling? What the heck is that jumbling? I think that's a trailer for something. Anyways, he used to be right here. There used to be a door here. If you marked over to it, he would be scared and try to break free, but then he got crushed. But then it got updated to have a button. If you click on it, then he will be scared, try to break out, and then die. But then they removed the crusher, and then added like a bed here, so that he can sleep. That was a big drama, by the way. That was big drama, because of the BB5 crusher. And then he got removed. Again. We do not know when he's coming back. We do not know if he's coming back. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about G55. He spawns at the last unopened door, and he basically acts like G-55. Alright, and that's it. Woo! That was the biggest video I have ever recorded.